Good evening everyone, I am Mayank Agrawal. I will be sharing my learning diary video what I have done throughout the term 3 at Takshila Business School. So here I start with my subjects. The first subject is HRM, that is Human Resource Management. In Human Resource Management I have learned about the whole process, about how the company plans to recruit their new employees and select them and then take care of them as in the whole process till the employees is associated with the organization. So the whole process starts with the strategic human resource management, where there are different strategic models like HOWA model, Warwick model, where organization strategize about the whole planning and perform those activities according to the strategies formed. So the main purpose is then carried out with the job analysis. The job analysis part consists of job description and job specification, where job description is all about what the job is, and job specification is about what the organization is expecting from the new recruitment. So it is a process of recruitment and selection. The recruitment process is a positive process and the selection is a negative process. Recruitment is basically we put an for example we put an ad for recruitment, and selection is eliminating eliminating the forms we have got and then selecting the required lot. So after the selection process we move ahead for the induction. When the employee has joined the organization, then they go through an induction. Induction basically is what the job will be, what they would be doing, their cabin, their seniors, their teammates. So it is all part of the introduction part which is carried out by the organization. Then after the induction there are various contracts signed by the employees and the organization, where they in that contracts it is specifically mentioned what are the rules and the regulations, the policies and the principles of the organizations which they need to keep, and being the law of the government as well. So moving ahead, after the whole process, the organization also keeps in mind about the safety of the employees, because it is very necessary to give that security to the employees, because they only will be more motivated for the organization and achieving the organization goal. Then also organization has the organization also keeps track of the development of the employees. They provide them the training. The development is basically when an employee comes to an organization, he is in the raw form. So the training process converts that raw employee, the raw human, into a knowledgeable human, a skillful human. So therefore the training process is very much essential for any organizations to train that employee. And the development process consists of the development part, the overall soft skills development and the technical development, where employees actually focuses on particular things to focus on and then work on them. So after the development and training process, the actual work starts, where the employees is working with the organization. Then there comes the compensation part. In the compensation, it is the salary, the incentives, what should be given has been decided. Then the performance appraisal based on the standards set by the organization. So how the employees meet those standards, or how above he is performing above the standards or below the standards. So according to various parameters, the performance is judged of the employees, and then the appraisal is done. And then coming ahead is if someone wants to leave the organization, then also we don't insult the employee, or we don't degrade the employee. So it is their decision, and if we want to fire them, then we have to handle that situation in a better way. So that is all about HRM. Yeah, after HRM, the other subject is advanced marketing. And advanced marketing, we have actually continued with the marketing concepts which we have learned earlier in the first and the second term, and in this third term in the marketing subject we have actually learned to apply those marketing theories into practical world, where we have studied various case studies, where we have analyzed big multinational companies, how their marketing strategies works, what they follow, what their brand mantra is, what are their products, what product mix they use, what kind of advertisement they do, what kind of offer offers they provide, what are their strategies to tackle the competition, how how they overcome the barriers if there is any, how they have started their business, and how they emerged to be one of the biggest in the today's world. So the whole marketing covers, the whole marketing subject has covered this practical knowledge of various organizations, various big multinational companies, and how they perform their marketing activities, and how we can learn from them and apply in our organization when we work in an organization and help the organization to grow more. Yeah, the other subject I have studied in the term 3 is research methodology. In research methodology, I have learned about the whole process of performing and research, which starts with the identification of the problem, and then doing performing an abstract and analyzing our problem and setting the objectives, then doing the literature review, carrying studying about the whole problem, studying in various from the various authors which we have already done, that is literature review. Then moving ahead, we actually collect the data. We decide our population and the sample size and the sampling, among the various sampling techniques. We choose the best which would suit our research work, selecting those sampling, and then performing some statistical operations on them, like performing the tests for testing the hypothesis, or performing the regression or the correlation to test the various the relation between various parameters. Then coming to the findings, that what we have learned, what we have actually inferred from the data, from the information we have converted the data into an information what we have inferred from it, and then providing the overall conclusion. So in the research methodology, I have performed the research on the data analytics involvement in cricket, where I had the hypothesis that there is no effect of data analysis in the cricket, but then after the findings, it was clear that the data analytics is very essential in cricket. Okay, so connecting to the research methodology part, we have a software SPSS, which helps us in it is a statistical platform which enables us to perform various statistical functions which are inbuilt in the SPSS already. So there is a very less hectic work. So it helps in the research part, where we have to analyze the given data. So we can use various statistical tools using SPSS and perform our analysis. Okay, so another subject is data analytics. Data analytics is basically, as we all know, that it is a vast area in today's world, and how important data is in today's world. So data analytics is the part where we analyze the data using we have learned about R, the language. So how R helps in analyzing the given data, performing different operations on that data, and coming to a conclusion. So data analytics is part of the whole process, starting from data mining and then till the market basket analysis. So this is a whole process involved, where we can study the data thoroughly and apply it in the real world. So another subject, one of the most important in today's life, is critical thinking. As the name suggests, we all know that critical thinking is part of analysis. So this is a whole process involved, where we can study the data thoroughly and apply it in the real world. Critical thinking is a part and parcel of human mind, where even if we have to take a smallest of the decision, we just critically analyze that problem. Just take a simple example of buying a pen. You start thinking about what kind of ink you would need, what kind of pen you would buy, a ball pen or gel pen or an ink pen, then which pen suits you the most, which is the most beneficial for you. So there you list out various parameters and then come to a conclusion what would suit you the best. So critical thinking is all about analyzing a problem or a statement with a 360-degree view, and analyzing all the parameters, and then coming to a conclusion that this would be the best decision or the most suitable decision.